And we're happy to have VA Benefits Regional Director Mark Biloz back this week. Now, Mark, we want to discuss an issue that I've seen as I work with veterans, and that's the family. More importantly, how can families get into the VA and help their veterans? So how do they get started?
The first step they need to do is to talk to the veteran, have a conversation with them about their military service, about any injuries or disabilities that may have occurred while they were in the military. Find out where they served, what country, during what era did they serve, and just have that conversation. That is key. It's also important to talk to them about where they might have received any medical treatment, especially after they were discharged from the military.
And of course, making sure they find the proper paperwork too. The DD-14 is a very important part of that step. Civilians don't understand what that paperwork means, but that is a very important start to anything.
Yeah, quite often when we are processing any type of claim, we're going to need all the medical information that the veteran may have had in the military, and also their DD-214 or discharge paper. And we're going to need medical information from treatment that the veteran may have received post-military. It's so important to have that conversation with the veteran to find out if they know where something may be that the veteran may have in their possession. Quite often we in VA also have that information somewhere, so it's important, or we can obtain that information. So they can also communicate with us.
You mentioned to me earlier about a very important step too, is to have the release signed from the veteran to make sure that the family can speak to you directly at the VA to get that information sharing.
Yeah, VA now has a release, and if the veteran signs it, they can designate one individual who can talk to VA on their behalf, and we can share information with them. On this form, the veteran can designate whether they want the individual to represent them or to at least speak on their behalf just for the individual claim they're filing, or they can represent them for their entire lifetime. So this is a very important first step. The other step is there's a form called an intent to file form, and while the family member or friend of the veteran is trying to figure out exactly what the veteran is filing for, if they submit this form, any rights and any benefits that they might have due to them will be protected by filing this form. So it's important to get both documents in as quickly as possible to us.
If a family member has to start taking over care, say for a grandparent that is a veteran, and the grandchild never did anything in the service, they have no knowledge, being able to have those points of contact, whether it be contacting a local group with your local VSO, or going beyond that, all those are the steps that you need to take. Why is it important to make sure you at least start the service of tracking down where this person's from, that VSO? Why is it important to make sure that there's at least some steps going to find who those people are? How do you do that, I guess?
Yeah, it's a very complex system. There are various different types of benefits that the veteran may be entitled to. The first place to start is going to our va.gov website. They can find information on veteran service officers, which are trained and knowledgeable, are located all over the states, all over the country, and they can talk to these folks and they can give them some information. They can also call our 1-800 number. They can come and visit us in Winston-Salem. They can also, we're at various outreach events around the state, and they can show up at these events and talk to us about what the veteran may be entitled to.
The VA doesn't have to be scary to a civilian. It can be, you're welcoming to everyone there if you can help, if they can get the help.
Absolutely. It seems like a very daunting task in helping out your loved ones. But you can definitely make a difference in coming in and helping them out. And we're there, we're ready and willing to help, to guide them in the right direction. And as I said, it's important. There's service officers all over the state. The state of North Carolina has them, and they can contact them, and they're listed on our website. That's important.